Dr. Yost is very knowledgeable, and if you ask for help, he will clarify things. However, his class is based off 3 exams, and he is, all capitals, actively trying to trick you on, he even says this. He gives you practice problems to practice on that. He gives you practice problems to practice on that, make you feel like you know what you're doing. Then his tests are nothing like what was taught. Avoid his class. I think when my 13-year-old said he found this site where you can rate professors, and I said, oh, you found Rate My Professors? And he looks at me and he says, yes, this was just recently. And he says, you should stop trying to trick your students on exams. I think this might have been the one that he saw.
Okay, so this one says, get to know Mrs. Lakis. She's amazing. I was kind of new to the accounting world coming in, and she answered all the questions I had, and even questions I didn't know I should have. She really makes an effort to show you all the sides of accounting and helps you make informed decisions that best fit you. It's really sweet.
All right, here we go. I haven't gotten the one that called me an antichrist yet, so that was that might not be Rate My Professors. I think that was in the student evaluation. So you can't present anything that I haven't seen before, I promise.
Probably the most organized engineering professor I've had. Incredibly fast grading of exams, so you always know where you stand in the class. Trust the syllabus dates because this man is a machine. He does everything on time. Good lectures, good example problems. I wish they would clone him for thermo. I like that.
That's a nice thing to say. Okay, here's one that's not very good. Okay, Professor Cornett is definitely the worst professor I have ever had. She seems like she's nice, but she is one of the harshest graders and test makers. I have to say that's really true. I do have hard tests. There are no gimme points on any of her assignments ever. Her lectures are some of the most dry and boring things that I've had to endure and tolerate. They also did not help that much with her tests, and then it didn't get finished. So I got a 1 quality from that student. Well, that makes me sad that was such a bad experience.
And I don't care because sometimes I know what's best.
You are literally graded on 3 tests that are 30-ish questions, and that is it. The final is 40% of your grade and is cumulative. All of these are facts. He gives extra credit quizzes every class, but he gives you 2 minutes per problem, and the math problems take way longer than that, and the conceptual questions are impossible. You are set up for failure. Well, I would disagree with set up for failure, and I have grade distributions that show that that's probably not accurate. This student might not have done so well, though.
Next one says, I doubt all good ratings in here. Okay, maybe she can hire some students as part-time job, forced to write a good evaluation for her. Her test is literally not matching with all materials, which are way too difficult, and has stupid open format, which takes her points away a lot. You are. She is really intrusive and treats students like high schooler stuff. I really would like to go back to that person who's like, this is the worst person ever. And just talk to him and be like, what are you talking about?